another example, children, to see whether the given relation is an equivalence relation or not. You can see we have to show that the relation R, which is defined on the set A. Look at the elements of set A. It contains elements denoted by X, which are integers. Which particular integers? Which are greater than equal to 0 but less than equal to 12. So set A contains the integers from 0 to 12. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till 12. So within this set, R is a relation which is being defined, and it is being defined as containing ordered pairs with the elements A comma B, that they are integers, such that modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. One of the other questions we did, there it was modulus of A minus B is an even number. So it is more of that type only. So we'll quickly discuss it. Then we'll address to its second part. In order to prove it is equivalence, we need to first check whether it is reflexive or not. You can again see we can have plenty of pairs in R, and we cannot take each pair and justify it is reflexive. So instead, let us go for the general method. We can assume small a is an element of set A, then as modulus of A minus A is 0, which can be written as 0 into 4. So you can see it is a multiple of 4. So this implies A comma A will belong to R, and we can say R is reflexive. Fine. Then checking for whether it is, I hope you can recall how reflexive relation is defined. If the given element belonging to the given set satisfies the relation given to us with itself, so then the relation is termed as reflexive. Checking for whether it is symmetric or not, I will take two elements from the set A. Say A and B are denoting two elements of capital A. That means they are denoting the integers from 1 to 12 such that the pair A comma B belongs to R. So we know this pair is already satisfying the given relation. A satisfies the given relation with B. That means we know that modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. If it is a multiple of 4, this will imply mod of minus of B minus A is also a multiple of 4. If I take minus sign common from the term, the same term can be written like this. We know modulus of positive integer or negative integer will come out to be positive only. So we can come to the conclusion mod of B minus A is a multiple of 4. So the relation which A was satisfying with B, same is satisfied by B with A. That means the pair B comma A belongs to R, and therefore R is symmetric. So we can see the given relation is also symmetric. Now the last thing left to verify is transitivity. We'll see whether the relation is transitive or not. Take down the required conditions first. Suppose A, B and C are three integers from set A such that pair AB belongs to R and pair BC belongs to R. So the relation that A is satisfying with B, B is satisfying the same relation with C. So we can say that modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4 and modulus of B minus C is a multiple of 4. Now use these two conditions to check whether the same relation can be established between A and C or not. So I am going to write these two conditions in the form of an equation. Let us assume mod of A minus B is 4 times lambda and mod of B minus C is 4 times mu, where lambda and mu are any integers. Fine. Now we don't know whether the difference A minus B is positive or it is negative. So if I get rid of this modulus symbol, we will be able to write A minus B is plus minus 4 lambda, and in the same way B minus C can be written as plus minus 4 mu. We need to establish the given relation between A and C For that you can use these two equations simultaneously. Let us add their respective sides. So adding their left hand sides and adding their right hand sides respectively, you will find b can be eliminated here and we get a minus c is equal to plus minus 4 times lambda plus mu. On taking modulus on either sides, both the sides, we get mod of a minus c is 4 times lambda plus mu. So you can clearly see the modulus of the difference is a multiple of 4. That means a comma c belongs to R, which implies R is transitive. So we could see that R is reflexive, it is symmetric and it is transitive. Therefore, R is in equivalence relation. Okay, so done with the first part. Now in the second part, they are asking you to find the set of all the elements related to 1. When I talk about elements related to 1, I need to see that when I relate any element to 1, this condition is satisfied. So you need to think which integers of the given set A should be paired with 1 so that modulus of their difference comes out to be a multiple of 4. So set of elements related to 1. Let us see what they are. Okay. Now we can say 1 can be related to itself because we know mod of 1 minus 1 will be 0 and 0 can be written as a multiple of 4. What else can be related with 1? 1 can be related with 5. Whether you take a difference 1 minus 5 or 5 minus 1, it comes out to be plus minus 4, modulus of which will be plus 4 only. So 5 can be paired with 1. In the same way, we can pair 9 with 1 because modulus of 1 minus 9 or 9 minus 1 will be mod of 8, which is a multiple of 4. Because the maximum value of x is 12, we cannot go beyond this because the next integer which can be paired with 1 will be 13, which does not belong to the set A. So this is the set of the elements containing the elements which can be related to 1.